You just woke up because you were up until 3 a.m. last night playing League of Legends. You're tired, and instead of getting up, you open TikTok. You scroll endlessly through videos, and before you know, you've spent hours on your phone and wasted your precious time. Time you could have used working out, learning new skills, and pursuing your dreams. You feel empty and unmotivated, and yet you don't change. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one simple question, and if you can answer this, you might as well just exit the video. But what are your ambitions? What do you want to achieve in life? And how do you manage your time to do the process and one step at a time build towards achieving your goals and your future? Because I know for a lot of people, if you're in your youth right now, you're most probably wasting all of your time. Meaningless things such as social media, gaming, you name it. All right, so first step on my list is you gotta stop wasting your time. Like, it's simple as that. And for most people, and I've been here too, it's gotta be social media. TikTok is a terrible one, Instagram too. You open TikTok and you get sucked into this timeless hole where you just endlessly scroll through videos of, funny videos, entertainment, and you're not really thinking about it. And I think that, if you watch this and you have TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the same thing applies for Instagram. I've been scrolling through Reels for endless hours, and I even tried to set like a time limit on Instagram for like an hour, 45 minutes, to stop me from using Instagram that much, try to get me into reality again. But the truth is that it's become such a habit that you just keep going back to it. So not too long ago, I took the hard step and I deleted Instagram. And I'm gonna tell you why I think that's a really good thing to do. Because first of all, I've got more time now. Like, I would be spending at least an hour daily on Instagram, just watching Reels, stuff like that. And you might think to yourself now, well, if I delete Instagram, I'm not gonna be able to follow and keep up with my friends. Now here's the thing. Are you actually keeping up with friends when you look at their Instagram profile? Does it make you feel better? Do you feel like you're in contact with them? Because for me, at least that wasn't the case. For my good friends, I have other ways of staying in contact with them. I call them, I text them, but if the only way that you're staying in touch with your friends is watching their stories and their posts on Instagram, I'm sorry to tell you, but you're not really staying in contact with them anyways. You're just looking at what they do without any real interactions between you guys. And honestly, after I've uninstalled Instagram, I can tell the difference. There's actually one specific way where how I could tell that deleting Instagram was a really good thing for me, because a lot of the times if I was doing something, I just had just on my phone, and as a habit, I would open Instagram and start scrolling through Reels. This would become a habit, so I would do it at home too. And all of a sudden, if I'm doing homework, or if I'm studying, or just doing any sort of productive work, even if I'm working out, Instagram would just take over, and I would be scrolling through Reels for five minutes, which becomes 10 minutes, which becomes half an hour, and all of a sudden you've lost all track of time. And I think that's what Instagram and TikTok in particular does to you. And once I uninstalled Instagram, I had this habit in me that was actually, fairly rooted in my system, which was, if I wasn't exactly doing anything, I didn't know what to do, or I was just, bored, or just scroll through my phone, find Instagram. But anyways, now that I try to find Instagram, there's nothing. And every time that I try to, I unconsciously try to find Instagram, I see it's not there, I become aware that I was actually about to use Instagram once again. And, I think this is really characteristic for a lot of people. I know that most of the youth actually does this. And I think it's something that has to be addressed. Because for me, anyways, deleting Instagram was a very smart choice. And as I said, Instagram is not really giving you anything anymore. It's actually just becoming TikTok, where you can just watch Reels. Yes, you get to watch posts of your friends, which is nice. And you get to post content of yourself. But again, what is the point of it? Okay, if you can tell me what the point is of you posting stuff of yourself, then, stay with Instagram. I don't care. Whatever benefits you. If you can control Instagram, if you can control TikTok, and you don't get trapped into this timeless hole of just endless scrolling, then, keep it. Yeah, if it doesn't bother you. But I know for me specifically, and I do know for a lot of friends, that that's not the case. It's really hard to control, and that's how they designed it. But I think that in reality, posting stuff doesn't really give you anything. It's a way of trying to get recognition and approval from maybe perhaps your friends or other people. But in reality, you shouldn't be dependent on their approval. You should be independent. You should not care about what others think of you, okay? You know, this was actually supposed to be a video of what stuff you can do to improve your teenage life and stuff like that. But like one of the main things that you gotta deal with as a teenager and even your young 20s is that you gotta get rid of your social media, at least the ones that take up your time. I do still have YouTube, which is a social media, and YouTube can be bad too. You can get sucked into videos which are like half an hour, and you just watch them without even registering, and all of a sudden half an hour passed by. And I get it, like those videos are super entertaining, they're super funny, and they can be used if you're in a really bad mood to cheer you up. But the thing is, you shouldn't be dependent on it. The reason I still have YouTube is because it's such a good place to find educational content. Like it just truly is. I've used it for hobbies. I've used it to learn videography. I'm constantly learning as a resource to constantly develop myself, like self-improvement too. But that's the thing about YouTube. It can be an incredible tool to improve yourself and learn new skills and whatever, but you gotta be able to control it. You have to not fall into the trap of watching a video and then on your suggested videos tapping on a new video when you watch like 2 videos, because essentially you don't really get the full you don't get the full message of the video, and it just becomes like some sort of fraction of information that you can't really apply to anything. So instead you gotta determine yourself. You gotta watch educational content that actually gives you something. And what's more important, once you've watched those videos, you gotta put that stuff into action, because that's the only way that you're gonna learn anything. Like you're not gonna learn if you just watch a video, because if you just watch the video, you're not actually gonna do anything with the information that you get, and you're just slowly gonna forget it again. It's gonna come in through one way and exit through the other way, right? Instead, you're gonna go out in the world and do something with the information. If you can only sum up what you have learned, but you can't really, apply it on real life, then what use is it? So I think it's a very important thing to know when talking about YouTube. So to sum it up, I think if you can control social media, and I mean actually control the time that you spend on there, it can be a good way to relax. Like it's okay if you only spend like half an hour on Instagram a day, and I would say that as a maximum. But I know for the vast majority that's not the case. You can't really control it, and therefore I think the easiest way to get away from your bad habits of using Instagram or TikTok is simply just to delete it. And initially you might feel like kind of a bit empty, because you're like, well, I have a lot of time now, what am I supposed to do with this? But I think at the end of the day, you're gonna feel way more productive, because you're gonna have so much time. And if you develop that into good habits of working out and getting smarter, learning skills, then that's gonna really benefit you in the long run. All right, that's it for today's video. Hope you have a good one.